Hey guys, I'm back and we are going to talk now about your topics that you're going to be researching and how to choose a topic. So let me go ahead and share my screen. We're going to go back to the document that we were just on. And see, I've already linked up the last video on here. So first thing you need to do is figure out what on earth are you going to research. Now, the cool thing about these topics is many of them overlap, and there are so many different little subtopics underneath them. For example, you could, if you were looking at homelessness, so let's say your broad topic is homelessness, and then within that, maybe you want to research homeless teens and like what resources are available. Maybe you want to research like what causes homelessness, like why do people end up in that position? Maybe homelessness among our military veterans. And so that would be kind of a subtopic. And then from there, you're going to formulate a question. For example, what resources are available to help homeless teens? Or what resources are available to help homeless veterans? Or maybe even, has homelessness increased with the current pandemic situation? Okay. Even under, let's see, like mental illness, you could even do the connection between, is there a connection between mental illness and homelessness? So that would even be another kind of subtopic of homelessness. The example that we looked at involved abuse, and then Ms. Dunn, with her example, she went specifically with emotional abuse and like what exactly is that. Even over here under adoption and foster care, there's still several different subcategories. You could look at international adoptions. You could look at closed adoptions. You could look at open adoptions. You could even look at pet adoptions and foster care, okay, for each. Immigration is a big thing right now. As a matter of fact, there's been a lot of immigration concerns during this pandemic, during the shelter at home, and there have been kind of some borders tightening up. So that might be something you want to look at. Physical health and diseases. You could even, I wanted to look at drug and alcohol awareness. You could look at drug and alcohol awareness on high school campuses, on college campuses, drug and alcohol awareness during the current pandemic, because this has actually been a topic that's been addressed on the news several times. I've seen a couple of news stories on it. So think about something you're passionate about. If you're thinking, I'm passionate about football, or I'm passionate about dance, that's okay, because look, over here, physical health and diseases, well, I think you could do something with athletics, especially with like dance and cheer or something like that. With like eating disorders, things like that. So once you determine kind of your ideas on a topic and you brainstorm a little bit, and if you're sitting there thinking, well, I don't know, hunger, like what about hunger? You can literally go out and Google controversies involving hunger, controversies regarding anxiety or abuse and neglect. And actually anxiety and depression generally go up here with mental illness and mental health. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add depression here, anxiety/depression. Okay, and again, those are kind of considered part of mental illness and mental health. So once you kind of brainstorm a topic, you're going to, there's a Google form here that you're going to submit. And this is just so I can kind of know that you're on the right track, so I know you're looking at it. And the G, where it says G, topic, proposal, and overarching question, that just means Gatlin. Okay. All right, your first and last name. You're going to select 3 of these broad topics that interest you. So maybe if you're interested in homelessness, you're interested in mental health, mental illness, mental health, and you're interested in adoption and foster care. And if there's something else that's not on the list, feel free to seek approval for that. Of the 3 topics you identify, which one are you most interested in researching? So then from there, from going broad, you're going to get even more specific. So what specific topic are you going to focus on in your research? For example, a broad topic would be homelessness. A specific topic, I need to tweak that, under homelessness would be homeless teens. And then what question do you want to answer about your specific topic? For example, a specific topic is homeless teens. So a possible question to answer is, what local resources are available for homeless teens? Meaning the goal is for the reader to understand how to help homeless teens once they're finished reading your research that was conducted. Okay, so then you would be researching local resources available for homeless teens. And under resources, even that you could look at to help them with their education, to help them, with food and with clothing and with shelter, with medical care. So you could actually, in that regard, you could direct your research to those different even subtopics underneath that specific topic. Okay, so I will tweak this one under specific topic. Like I said, we're all sharing the same resources, and I'm kind of tweaking them and according to my own use. All right. And so then we're going to talk about, so again, watch this video, which is this one I'm recording, prior to selecting a topic. Think about different ideas, different topics that fall under each topic. And again, you can go out and Google that, and you can just say, what are top 3 things, or what are, things I should know about drug and alcohol awareness, okay? And again, try to think big. Don't just think within your own little, your own little, your neighborhood, your home, your school. Think about, your community, okay? So get a little bit more broad here. And then again, make sure you complete this form to submit your topic proposal and overarching question. So hopefully this helps to kind of get some ideas going. And like I said, a great place to start is think about something that you're really interested in. I love cats. Well, I might want to look at, pet adoption and pet foster care, like what affects pet adoption and pet and foster care. And so those are things I would look at. Like what, does cost of adoption, does that hinder people? Right now, pet adoptions and foster care is actually up. The last statistic I heard on that, and this has been several weeks ago, but it was up 30% because people are staying at home and they have more time now to devote to a pet, or they want the company. So, so that would be something, you could kind of do there. So again, if you have any questions, email me, send me a remind, pop onto my office hours. If you need some clarification, I will be here. All right. Happy researching.